Well, you've probably heard a lot about stem cell over the years, but how much do you really know about the therapies they're actually used in? Well, still to come, a doctor and author of a new book on stem cells will separate the science from the science fiction. From celebrities having stem cell injections to look younger, to claims of healing and anti-aging, what is really true about stem cells, and what should you know before considering any stem cell therapy? Well, here to help clarify what the science is on this is stem cell researcher and cardiologist Dr. Ernst von Schwarz. Thanks so much for joining us this morning. And you actually just published a book on stem cells. So what are the big takeaways you'd like to share with our viewers this morning?
Thank you, and good morning to Arizona. Yeah, you're absolutely right. Number one, the first thing to remember is stem cells are actually the fountains of youth. There's no doubt about it, because they are what we call pluripotent, meaning they have the ability to develop into any tissue. Remember, stem cells are responsible to create an entire organism. So they can rejuvenate skin, they can rejuvenate heart cells, they can rejuvenate brain cells if given in the appropriate manner. That's on the positive side, and medically wise, this is one of the biggest advances in modern medicine nowadays. On the other hand, keep in mind, stem cell therapy is not yet FDA approved, and there's of course a lot of myth and unknowns about it, and there's even something which we call medical tourism. People travel all over the world to get unapproved therapies without much quality control, and we really don't know exactly what you're getting into there. So it's a warning on one hand not to believe everything which is said in advertising. On the other hand, a strong belief in the potential, and this is the future of medicine for all of us.
Okay, the future of medicine. And obviously, you wrote your book, you have your research that you're doing. Why is there so much information out there that people will report and cite scientists for that or maybe isn't accurate? Why would someone or some scientist or people promote that?
Because it's a big business, of course, and there's a lot of advertising. So as an example, we treat something like sexual dysfunction. And if you Google sexual dysfunction and stem cell therapy, within 0.2 seconds, you get more than 100 million hits. 99.999% of those hits are actually pure advertisements, not scientific data. If you look in the literature, which we did, and look how many patients really have been treated and the data have been published, that was less than 100 until we did our own studies with more patients than that. So there's a lot of advertising and not that much scientific data out there.
Okay, and if someone's watching this morning and is like, hey, I kind of want to learn more about this, where's a good place, or should they talk to their doctors? How does someone go about maybe getting started in something like this?
That's a very good question, and the answer is unknown to that. I mean, one thing is really read the book, because everything you should know about the potential of stem cells, including the anti-aging benefits, is in the book. Also, there is some guidance on what questions to ask, because a lot of doctors do offer stem cell therapies, but you have to be critical. You have to ask, have they published in the field? Do they have a reputation? Are they sure that the source of their stem cells comes from a lab which follows appropriate guidelines and regulations and so on?
Okay, awesome information. Dr. Ernst von Schwarz, thanks so much for joining us this morning.
Thanks for having me on.
All right, Kylie.